Hey everyone, Jonathan here. One half of Those Aren't Biscuits guys. And yeah, I've been thinking a lot about trying to make more content for the channel. And one of the things I've been thinking about is lately I've taken up kayaking as a hobby. And thought, maybe one time I'd do a vlog when I came out. The problem is when I got out here, I realized I didn't really know what to talk about, because it's kind of hard to tie in, you know, what I'm doing out here to necessarily like what we normally talk about, like pop culture stuff, video games, books, music, stuff like that. So what I decided to talk about is why I started doing this in the first place. And warning now, this might get a little heavy for some people, and I apologize about that. But long and short of it, I was incredibly depressed, more so than I've ever been in my life. You know, I've never really dealt with clinical depression or anything like that. And I mean, to this point, I don't know if that's what I would be diagnosed with. You know, I've been sad, I've been down, but this was one of the first times that I could really say for certain that I was depressed. And it wasn't just like one thing either. It was a whole slew of issues that I was dealing with, and it was, you know, like I couldn't handle stress, which I won't get into here. If anyone knows what I do for a living, know that sometimes that comes with its fair share of stress sometimes. And yeah, and I was having a hard time handling it, to the point where I was feeling physical symptoms in reaction to stress. The one that got me the most was buzzing. Like, I was getting buzzing in my head when things got too stressful. Like, it was almost like a hive of bees. And for the life of me, sorry, I keep looking off over here. I can hear an animal in the wilderness over here. I think it's a frog. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a frog. Anyways, but yeah, I was having these physical symptoms, and it was just compounding. And then, finally, like, something happened in my personal life, that I won't go into here, that normally wouldn't have bothered me. This damn frog. Normally it wouldn't have bothered me the way that this did. And in fact, leading up to it, this event, I was actually okay with it. I had known that this thing was coming for a while, and I was okay with it. But something about all these compounding stressors and my inability to cope with them made it so when this event did happen, I broke. I just broke, and I reacted poorly to it. Anyways, so I was having all these stressors, and I was reacting to them in ways that I wouldn't normally react, and I was worried about it. And so I decided that eventually I had to do something. And I'm still looking into professional options. You know, I want to start going to therapy, and I want to see a therapist at the very least, handle this. But while I'm exploring those options, I needed a band-aid, some sort of triage for my mind. And I just happened to think about the fact that I live right by a river. You know, this river, in fact. And I realized, well, why not try to take advantage of that? So I borrowed a kayak from a friend and gave it a shot. Really enjoyed it. Went off and bought my own, and so I've been coming out here just about every week now since, at least once a week, paddling a couple miles maybe, real early in the morning, coming back. I usually bring a thermos full of coffee and brandy, and just relax. So what I want to say though is, if any of our viewers are also dealing with mental problems, I know during some of our streams that some of our audience has mentioned that they are, absolutely seek help. Try to get yourself some sort of treatment going. But if you're nervous about that, as I am, my suggestion is try to find something that's out of your norm to enjoy. I've never kayaked before this, and I've discovered that I really enjoy it, and it's helped immensely. I'm feeling myself coming back to normal, to who I was before all this started to pile up on me. And so yeah, my advice is to try to find something that can not necessarily distract you from what you're feeling, but something you can pour your energy into. Something positive. Don't do drugs or something like that, you know. Like, come on, be real. Yeah, so that's what I want to talk about. I don't know, maybe I'll do more of these vlogs when I come out, if I think of better topics, more cheerful topics, I guess. But until then, have a good one, and I will see y'all later. Bye.